So the hotspots has seen pretty much every Victorian club, bar two, I think, Ed, really affected by this. You take over.
Yeah, well, let's have a look at this one. First of all, let's go to Jack Zeeble. This is an amazing story tonight. Basically what's happened is that New South Wales have come out today and said anyone from the postcodes in Victoria, if they come to New South Wales, bang, you're going to actually go to jail for 6 months and get fined, I think it was $15,000 or something like that. It was an unbelievable announcement today from the New South Wales Premier. So as a result of that, today, the AFL have said, right, everybody in those postcodes out. And there's a few people who live in the adjoining postcodes who are pretty happy that they live on the other side of the street tonight. But here's Jack Zeeble, the captain of North Melbourne, who lives in one of those postcodes.
We were watching the press conference yesterday, and unfortunately, our postcode was one of those hotspots. So our GM, Brady Rawlings, pulled me upstairs and sort of just gave him the news that, fortunately or unfortunately, we're going to have to move out this afternoon. So pretty much go home, pack your bags, and the club's sort of booked us an Airbnb across the other side of the city for us to get out of the hotspot.
He's one of many, Jack Zeeble, who will be leaving his area. So there's only 3 teams that aren't affected by this. So there's the areas. There's so many of them. And it's only Geelong, obviously in Geelong, Melbourne and Hawthorn, who don't have a player or a coach that doesn't have to leave their home by midnight tonight. So it's everyone. St Kilda,
no Melbourne or Hawthorn people out in the northern suburbs. Harumph.
So the AFL, I think, Matthew, have organised B&Bs for players. Some players have moved home with their parents. It's a mess in Victoria, which is, dare I say, one of the reasons why the Still Sidebottom incident couldn't have happened at a worse time for the AFL.
Everyone's conceded that.
As it attempts to travel the world. But the fixture is going to be the next one, Ed. And I think we'll know a lot more this time tomorrow. But things are going to change dramatically, Ross, going into round 6, round 7. Pretty much every Victorian club will be on the move. We know Collingwood and Geelong. We know that the hubs in Queensland will now continue, and we're going to see probably 4 more Victorian clubs go up to Queensland, have a hard quarantine, similar to Collingwood and Geelong in Perth, and play each other in the meantime, like a week in quarantine, then play. There will also be New South Wales hubs. Wollongong, I've heard mentioned as one hub. When you were coaching at Sydney, that was
we had a community camp there.
Yeah.
And it was great facilities. The hotel might have been a Seabull, right on the water, the university.
University town.
Yeah, really strong spot.
And obviously then you've got the Olympic precinct, Homebush, which is near the Giants, home ground, the Giants Stadium, and potentially too a hub maybe further down the track in Canberra.
And it's going to cost a fortune.
It's going to cost an absolute fortune.
A bomb.
And it's going to affect all the clubs going forward. It's going to cost the AFL untold millions more than they were expecting when they set down this hub track. And at a time when the clubs learnt today that the soft cap of $6.2 million per club will be the only amount allowed to spend on your footy departments from next year.
Well, the complexity and the layers of complexity come at us daily and weekly. And we talk about an asterisk on the premiership, but the clubs that can galvanise and stay focused, it will be a well-earned and well-deserved premiership. But we need to get to the end first. It just keeps coming at us.